What's going on, guys? It's GBP baby. Welcome to another video. It's currently 42 minutes past midnight on Thursday the 12th of October, but we're going to be looking at Wednesday's price action. And yeah, we're going to start with the DXY daily. We had CPI, DXY weekly even. We had CPI today. You can see we've started to trade lower towards that weekly fair value gap I had my eye set on. But if we drop down to the daily, you can see we've had quite an aggressive day in terms of a lot of back and forth price action. We finally took out that sell side liquidity, which I was calling out for a while, so that's nice to see. But in terms of tomorrow, I would like to see a continuation down into that weekly fair value gap. We do also have this daily fair value gap right here, which is showing like 50% off the weekly one. So I want to see this provide support tomorrow. So if we just put to the 4 hour, you can see how we're kind of just consolidating quite heavily right now. Let me just go back to the daily and make sure we can see that on all time frames. Right, so you can see now on the 4 hour, you can see we're consolidating around that, and I want to see this continue to act as resistance so that we can use that to then push lower and run into that weekly imbalance down here. Let me just, I don't know why it's doing that, guys. So yeah, here's today's price action. You can see we opened, a lot of, came down, took out that sell side, then took out buy side, then took out sell side, then took out buy side. So a lot of price action. They're clearly taking out, they're clearly accumulating a lot right now. But yeah, I'm anticipating a continuation to the downside and seeing this fair value gap get filled. So that should be interesting. I do believe we have high impact news releases tomorrow as well. I'll just double check that now. Tomorrow we have inflation rate and CPI. I thought CPI was today. Hold up. Okay, no, CPI was okay. So CPI is tomorrow. Today was FOMC minutes, which explains this kind of crazy volatility, a lot of consolidation. So I can imagine there's going to be some kind of expansion tomorrow. It would be nice to see if we came down, took out this sell side liquidity, and then maybe saw some kind of reversal and run up for the rest of the week. Because I can imagine, considering we've been falling since Monday's high, I can imagine price is going to want to retrace on a lot of that during Thursday and Friday. So Thursday and Friday, I'm bullish overall, but I would like to see this sell side liquidity grabbed before we start to see a turnaround in the market. So that's something to consider. I'll just quickly mark out the Sunday, which would be here. And yeah, that's pretty much everything. But you can see we've got a lot of liquidity resting above swing highs all over here. So it's just a matter of waiting for the expansion to happen, which I think will likely happen tomorrow. And then Friday, I can imagine it's going to be quite a big run into that up into this liquidity, potentially taking out Monday's high. But I'm not going to speak on that just yet. But I'm going to just mark out all this buy side liquidity, and as soon as one of these get tagged, so as soon as I see this get tagged, we just capped lower. As soon as this gets tagged anyway, I'll be then looking for this buy side liquidity to get tagged, and then a run up into this side as well. And then for the new week, we'll probably start looking for more bullish behavior on DXY. But that's everything with DXY. Quite interesting though, because you capped quite a lot just now, which is interesting. Don't know what that's about, but we can go to GBP and we can see price. So you'll know that yesterday we had some beautiful price action, as in Tuesday, came into where we called and then we expanded higher, ran into that buy side. Just as anticipated, we ran into this daily fair value gap. Hopefully you watched yesterday's video, but it's nice to see that we eventually traded through it, and I'm expecting it to get filled. Now this is a weekly fair value gap delineated here. This is the low of it, this is the high of it, and this is the midpoint of it. You can see we're still trading within that, and considering my expectations, I do want to see it get respected, but I wouldn't be surprised if this swing high got taken out. So tomorrow, same as what I'm expecting on DXY, just inverted, buy side taken, and then I'd expect some kind of breakdown and a run down towards this sell side liquidity, and a run back down towards these stops, relative equal lows resting here. So same thing, just expecting as soon as we go above this swing high, I'd like to be thinking about sells at that point and a run out of this fair value gap. Do I expect the fair value gap to fill? Not particularly, but I wouldn't be surprised if again this buy side got ran, fails to take out this high, and then we can see a turnaround and a break lower, and then Thursday and Friday is quite would be bearish days, because don't forget we have these beautiful relative equal lows resting below here. All this sell side liquidity, it's been building all week, Monday, Tuesday and Wednesday now, so I'd expect Thursday and Friday, especially with the kind of news especially with CPI, for all of that to get absolutely wrecked, so to speak. Finally, we're going to look at Euro USD. You can see Euro traded higher, came above this high. I did have my eyes set on this buy side. I doubt that's going to be reached for anytime soon. Looking very similar to pound, so to speak. And yeah, whether price will reach up there, I doubt it. But again, same as pound, same as dollar, but inverted. I want to see this swing high get taken out. And then once that's been swept, I'd like to think that we'd start looking for sell side with stops resting below here, 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 and eventually these relative equal lows down here. So Thursday, Friday, I'm expecting a lot of downward pressure on GBP and USD, probably in the later sessions. So London, I'm expecting the high to be made, and then I'd like to see the rest of the day be quite bearish and heavily bearish as well. But that's everything, guys. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.